screeching his battle cry. Fierce woodland beast toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest. Oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest at the edge of the world. In those untamed wilds, danger manifest, full of dark and fear. Squirrel, protect me, danger I cannot see. High up upon the trees from where you lived, you fought off the owl, a bird that was fire, a furry friend of the forest. So let him go be, that is my story. The squirrel set me free, defeated that fowl. Give him clean water, toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, a furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. 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 Little chipmunk, wandering along, was struck down by a fierce owl. Wind scarlet be the song, where from thee the owl flew. A little woodland creature hidden among trees, his sparkling eyes are glitter. After the chipmunk their evil long pursued, scurry did he, stumbling among the tree, the owl dove ever down. Out jumps squirrel, screeching his battle cry. Fierce woodland beast toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep.
We ain't got a... Oh, there we go. Alright, so you guys haven't been able to hear me for the last 5 minutes. I love that for me. You know... This happens, like, every time I restart my computer, and it never occurs to me to actually do the thing. So... I mean, it's a little annoying for the purposes of doing a VOD for the YouTube. So, what do I want to do here? Hello, Marsh. My mic wasn't working for the first 5 minutes. So that's annoying. So let me cover off all the things that we covered off the first time. No real long intro sequence today because A, there's a lot of things that we need to do to even get to Dream Dimension, including defeating this Dream Devourer, including defeating the 3 Dream Dimensions. We have to do the Imperial El Dalton to get the Wings of Time on the Epoch. We have to do Death Peak. We have to actually defeat the final boss. There is that too. So, you know, lots of things to get done in game. All these little dungeons that we have in the Dream Dimension are places that we've already beaten. Except for the final room in every Dream Dimension is unique to it. But for any of these individual dungeons, it is the appropriate loot and experience points for said dungeon. But how's your morning coming along, Marshy? How are things with you? I think they're good with me, other than the no mic, and you know, that's annoying, and it like happens most times when I restart my computer, but it never occurs to me to check because it's such a dumb thing that would break, right? Yeah, you restart your computer so OBS doesn't recognize that you have a microphone. Like, what even is that, right? Rocket Punch. But, like, it makes no sense that it happens, right? And that's the risk of running these 8 a.m. streams, is a lot of times there's no one around for the first 15 minutes. So there's no one to tell me that is happening until I look over at OBS, right? But, like, it's such an inconsistent problem, I don't go troubleshoot it before I start stream, right? But, you know, it be what it be. So, Sean, I have excellent news about Digimon. Quote-unquote excellent. My Greymon can now Digi-Attack defeat the Metal Edamons to get the experience deals. I don't know if that's good news or bad news, but the game just got a whole lot easier, I guess. Because, you know, if he can already do 3,400 damage with those auto attacks, you know, it's only going to get worse as we digivolve him to inherit stats, right? Quote-unquote good news, right? I was also training my Tyrant Kabuteramon in the farm, and I gave him intelligence instead of strength, even though he's a physical attacker, so... A lot of things happened after stream last night. Not all of them were helpful to me. That being said, you know, I could give him a couple magic attacks. He can do 2 things. But yeah, so now I don't know what to do with the first, like, 5 minutes of this, video. Unless I were to, I mean, I guess I can just edit in a image, like, over top part of the cafe at the bottom, and just go, the mic was muted for the first 5 minutes for the VOD, right? I don't have to do a whole lot of brain power on that one. But in good news, I did get the script to run the ads during the intro screen at 1 minute in. Good morning, Yusuf. Congratulations on first. So, you know, small victories sometimes. Thanks for paying your taxes. And if you look on the bottom right there, apparently it's disaligned from where it's supposed to be. But it will tell you how many times you've checked in if my stat block for the game wasn't under it. Congratulations on third, Marshy. Alright, guys, so full disclosure, first, second, and third is just a flex thing. With the check-ins, if you do 50 check-ins in a year, we're going to try and get some resin coins made that I'll mail out sometime next year. Provided you are willing to provide your physical address so I can mail it to you, right? 50 check-ins through the year will ensure your coin, provided that we actually get a chance to make them. Because there's a lot of parts to doing such a thing. Sean would like me to buy Bitcoin. And for the charity streams, for every $1 you donate, I will manually increment your check-in counter by 1. So if for whatever reason you couldn't make it to a stream all year and you still wanted your coin, $250 to charity would get you that. So I guess you would also have to come to the stream. Well, I guess there is the quote-unquote option that you could use the link to open the charity extension to donate without actually coming to the stream. Though that sounds like a lot more work than it would be worth at that point. Yes, good time zone, Yusuf. It's morning for me, because it's Western Canada here. 8 a.m. stream life, because I gotta go to work this afternoon. And work is a scam. Actually, work isn't even that bad. Work is just boring, because it's a lot of hurry up and wait, because I work security, right? But, how are you, Yusuf? What's good? Reduces HP to 1. I hate those attacks. They're the worst. Good thing everyone in this party can heal. Afternoon in the UK, raining. Yeah, it's that time of year here in my part of Western Canada. In any case, it's been raining for like 3 days. Maybe not like consistently raining, but it's rained every day for 3 days. So UK. So you're 8 hours. It's what, like 4 p.m. there? Give or take? Because the UK is like an hour behind Central Europe. If I'm doing my remembering right. Got me playing Rebirth again. I'm at the end, and I did beat the game, but I didn't save it due to my PS5 turning off. That means you just gotta beat it again, Sean. I don't make the rules. But once again, like, that's the cool thing about Twitch and all that, and the live content, is you get to see what your friends are playing, and you're motivated to go back and do things that they're doing, or pick up games that they're having fun with that you never finished, right? Hooray! Victory! Yeah, I think that's a kind of neat thing that you can, like, kind of show off how many streams you've made it to, right? That being said, I consistently am going to be resetting mine to 0 because I work I work Sunday to Wednesday evening and then Thursday morning. So I have probably one of the worst schedules for consistently making it to people's streams through the week. It is kind of a neat feature though that you can just, you know, show people like how consistently you make it to your friends' streams though, right? Oh, never mind, I found it. No. That looks like never mind, I can climb this. I was gonna say I'm lost, and we're like 0 seconds into this one. Okay, that's a cave. No. Good lord. So I keep looking for caves, and it's always a climbing puzzle. I love that for us. But what's on everyone's docket for this Monday, such as it is? No, Sunday today. It was Monday, I'd be playing Mass Effect. Hello, aliens. I would like your sweet, sweet experience points, please. I should stop using the thumbstick and just use the directional pad. It would serve me a lot better. So here's a secret. If you turn on auto battle, it runs your actions a lot faster. And then you can just turn off auto battle when you actually want to input a command. Follow me for more quote-unquote life tips. Alright, up. Up, down. There's a treasure over there. So up here. Skeletons. Silver skeletons. Also, they walk right past Frog, and he does not a thing about it. It's certainly a choice. Well, they're immune to dark magic. Not great. Damn, I thought of you too late and you're already live. How's that? Is that a bad thing, Ark? I don't understand the question. Chrono James. Yeah, something like that. I'm trying to think of a name for my streamer bot, and Opal and Shishi are bad at help. Arcanine. Well, here's the thing. You can have StreamerBot output as you until you decide on a name and make a second Twitch account, right? I just gave you a name. I mean, you yes. Ark, you should absolutely name your channel bot Chrono James. Rika has decided. We're helping. Okay, where's this get me? Okay, there's those enemies there, but I guess I can jump down there. Okay, I jump down there, get that chest, and I go back up and around again. Arcanine. That's... It's not a bad choice, I guess. Is that just using Chronomon's power to core to Digivolve? Something like that. I mean, you know, you do have the option of just doing like ArcBot or, you know, RoboArc, right? RotoArc? But yeah, you can just have the bot output all the messages as your account. You don't need a second account to do it. It don't make no real lick of difference, which you use. Just whichever brings you the most joy, right? I am Marshmallow, so I don't know myself. Valid. Okay, so this is absolutely back where we started. I made a mistake. I see what I did wrong. You see that arc? She's giving you to me. We can run away with Opal's blessing. Alright, enjoy your lurkies, Yusuf. Thanks for being here. Canine. Robot. Okay, so that gets me to there, which gets me onto this ledge, which goes through here. Then we can go down. Okay, that's the treasure chest that we already got. My favorite consumable outward, the melon tartine. I sent you a snap of the environmental ideas and talking to you. Okay, I will watch that on the ad break. When did tea start making a comeback? Last I paid attention, coffee had a commanding lead. It's because everyone that votes coffee got complacent and stopped voting. Well, we're just gonna do this again. Hello, 4 skeletons. Electrocute. Oh, Rika has voted for TMT. And once again, you can turn on auto battle and run the battle sequences faster, because apparently that's just how it works. Is fishing broken? Fishing might be broken. Give me a second. Fishing appears to be broken again, and I can fix it. I just have to find it. Oh, we're still on my settings. Alright, let's try this again without me getting lost. It's a forlorn hope at this point. Okay, that gets me there. This gets me to this one. Am I supposed to just ride that all the way down? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Okay, we're gonna skip that this time. So that gets me to here. Which we jump down there. This gets us to here. There's a treasure there. Okay, now we're fished twice, which is also confusing. Did you redeem it again? No, you only redeemed it once, so why did it do it twice when I did the command? I am confusion. Yeah, because if it did trigger the first time, it should ignore it. Because it should ignore it, because it's the same as, it's sending the data to the app and the app not being open. No, because it wasn't even logged in. Because sometimes you have to re-log in to re-authenticate it, as you do with many Twitch apps and extensions. So there's a test fish button in the corner, right? And if I can't test fish, it just means I'm not logged in. That being said, I'm probably going to remove fishing because no one actually uses it. I'm going to remove a lot of things that no one actually uses because there's no reason to keep them around and honestly use extra resources on my computer that are achieving nothing. I mean, Rika got to do the fish today. I'm just saying that in the future, fishing isn't going to be an option. How do I get through there? Found it. Yeah, that's my question. Why poor Rika? You got this, Sean. I believe in you. TLDR, Rika, I'm probably taking away the fishing minigame because no one uses it. And it doesn't make sense to run something just to have it open. Okay, so where am I even going on this one? I might very well be lost on this one. This is the final room before we go to, I want to say, Luca's doppelganger. Okay, so there's a enemy. Any treasures for James? No, that's where we came from. There's a treasure there. Treasure for Jamesy. A regal gown. What's a regal gown do? Reduces all damage by a third with 90 defense. I see. Alright, you enjoy that, Isla. Okay, and then this way. A treasure for Jamesy, an elixir. We love elixir. Elixir, I barely know her. Etc, etc. Alright, and that's it for that. So, Sean, you said that you beat the game, and then you couldn't save or whatever because your PS5 turned off. So how far to the end are you now on your latest autosave? Alright, enjoy your lurking, Rika. Love you too, kitty. Oh, okay. So, you're rusty, but you have literally one fight. I feel like you might be okay on this one, Sean. Keyword is might. So here's the thing, guys. Yes, I said last fight with 4 different boss fights. No, it's a 4-phase boss fight, right? Like, is it 4 separate enemies? Is it 4 consecutive battles? Or is it one battle where multiple things happen? Please elaborate on 4 different boss fights. I guess boss gauntlet, phases, or individual encounters, I guess, would be the actual options to what I'm asking. For what that's worth. Hey, we made it through. I don't know if we even got the Regal Gown last time. I only have the 1. You guys got Regal Gowns? Regal Gown? No, I guess we did get a Regal Gown last time. Alright, save. Oops, that's a wall. Up. Up. Alright, and then Lucas says, I need to go this way. Oh, Morrow needs to go this way. I'm okay with that. I say last fight is 4 different boss fights. 2 different bosses, but the second boss has like multiple phases. Sometimes you're only Cloud, and sometimes you have everyone else. Okay, so it's 1 boss, and then the second boss is 3 phases, is what I'm reading then. I may be incorrect on that. Oh, I do have something to share with the class. I haven't had a Red Bull in over a week. No Red Bull, no Celsius in over a week. Okay, I mean, that's... It's final boss of a game. That's not even surprising. Alright, so Morrow, you're gonna cast Haste and heal everyone. You have 1 job, or... Yeah, Morrow. Well, Lene in our save here, but your job is to cast Haste and heal everyone. Everyone else will do the damage here. And I can't imagine these have much more hit points than Lavos himself, right? So if we do 2,000 damage a turn, 15 rounds to defeat Lavos. It's the fast math on that one. Assuming we hit. Because Robo sure struggling with the whole hitting part. You're immune to ice, aren't you? I mean, that would be the smart assumption. Yeah, immune. Well, I probably should have used a shelter at that save point. Robo has none of his finest MP. You got this, Shawnee. I believe in you. Alright, so yeah, I can't imagine that these have... I mean, I guess I could just Google it if I really needed to know. I need to heal. Morrow's sole job is to be healing. Immediately just shoots the enemy with a bow. This is why I can't have nice things. You're doing... hey, you know what? Good is better than bad, right? Heat here. Cat attack. Rapid fire fist. And, you know, since everyone has their action queued up, we just turn on auto battle to get through it. Okay, so she counters with her bow. And she just healed for 2,000. That's kind of rude. Cat attack. Ice on everyone. So yeah, the thing that we need to watch out for is the counter with the bow. I just healed with Robo again. Cat attack. Man, she even counters when I miss. Heckin' rude. Alright, get him, Robo. Cat attack. Alright, Ice Fall, that's not great for us. Rapid Fire Fist. Cat attack. Do I have... Alright, so all of my healing here is single target. Okay, that's the AoE. So we're definitely healing this turn. Combo. Tackle. Kier. Cat attack. Alright, turn on auto battle to speed it up. So I should have been using Robo Tackle, not Rapid Fire Fist. That's my next problem. So far as problems go, that's what we got on the table. I wonder if I can steal anything from her. Well, we won the battle. We're never gonna know. Alright, Dream, Dimension, Marl. Chrono, Breaker. Dimensional Vortex. Uh, 1200 BC. A Haste Helm. Alright, so we didn't lose anything from that. From not using Charm there. Alright, so we got the Wings of Time here. Do we go in the forest to get it? Oh, yeah, also we can go get or fight Magus. No, he's not here? I could have sworn that's where we go get him. Village Commons. Oh, this is where Dalton shows up and kidnaps us. Feeling better, are we? Bow, Charles, and pay homage to your new liege, King Dalton. These guys are jerks. Dalton's a jerk. Why ever the looks of disappointment? You should be thankful you survived. The crazed old crone is gone, and that insufferable prophet with her. Henceforth, Zeo should be known as the Kingdom of Dalton. You? You survived? Ah, that ship outside must be yours then, mustn't it? Imagine if Balthadar's designs perfectly. You're undeserving of such a splendid toy. I shall make it my personal chariot. You can't do that. You have to come with me. It would not do to have you whispering strange secrets in the ears of this mob. You might start a rebellion. Take this. I missed an entire dialogue there. What? Grr. Hey, what's that behind you? Because we're dumb. Yeah, a little taste of my true power. I used self-destruct with Cloud by himself. That would have been game over. Well, yeah, Sean, you can't be doing that when you only have one party member. Where's this? Our equipment has been taken. Other stuff, too. Even our money. Alright, let's go if we can fight. Go find weapon. Fight bad man. Well, at least Isla can fight. I should probably save. Uppies. Yeah, don't use self-destruct when you only have one character. Sky, this Sky. The Blackbird? When come in here. We can observe the enemy from the vantage point of these grates. I could do that. Or I just go to, like, any ladder, right? We're not picky about which one. We just have to find one. There's one right there. I just don't know how to get to it. There we go. Hey, look. We're in the hallway, right? We're going to reverse this conveyor. We'd like to go down. There is a robot in our way. Isla will punch it. Wow, what an easy fight. Into this room. Isla will punch them. We can just turn on auto battle at this point, because Isla will just melee these guys all to death, and it's not like we're doing anything else with this information anyway. Hey, look, we win. The party inventory. So that is not Robo or Marl's equipment, right? But once you have the party inventory, at least you can go equip something. You know, because something is better than nothing. That's science, that's math, you know. Literally anything is better than zero. I have 10 Aeon suits for whatever reason. And 10 Aeonian helms. So I guess that's a fairly standard item that they give us in this game. Silver stud. Okay, so Robo needs 2 speed to be speed capped. And we have 2 speed capsules. So ain't that handy. Alright, and uppies. Okay, so that leads me back into the vents. Hey guys. What are you doing here? Just exploring, trying to get my gear back. Don't worry about it. Alright, and then into this room. My loot isn't here. What are you doing here? Same thing I just told the last guys. Exploring, trying to find my equipment. I could probably just look up a map, but, you know, this is how we live. Also, why wouldn't Marl just stand further back if she's got a bow gun? Like, there was multiple options that involved not standing in melee with the enemies. Just gonna throw that option out there. Like, she could have been doing anything else. She could literally just move away from them. Good job, Isla. I should probably heal. There we go, 4 hit points. treasure box for Jamesy. I mean, so there's 4... I mean, I guess 5 treasure chests. 1 for each party member, the party inventory, and your gold. Hey, we got Isla's equipment. Hello, enemies. Get him, Robo. Alright, so... I mean, the damage... Hey, look, this is where we started. The damage index to how much, hit points we have on Robo isn't the worst. You know, that punch did do 1,300 damage. Hey, guys. What are you doing here? You know, it is tiring to constantly explain to these guys I'm trying to find my equipment. Yeah, we're gonna finish this up, do Death Peak, and then ideally do Dream Dimension today. Or Dream Devourer. We already did 1 Dream Dimension, so it's within the realm of doable. Well, how you doing, Bard? Good morning. Laser span. But you know, that's how it be with 13 individual endings, right? Isla's leveled up. Hello, a treasure chest. Okay, so yeah, just Robo's equipment. Then we're done, right? What's up, Marshy? Hey, Marsh. I know we joked about it. Do you actually have a clip of me landing on you with that pod? Oh, did I ever find Morrow's equipment? I never found Morrow's equipment. Because I joked that we should make one. And then you were like, no, don't make that. Because I was like, do I want a clip of, like, me landing on you, and then, like, 5 minutes later, blowing myself up with my own rocket launcher, shooting my resupply pod, and then shooting the robots? You know, it's one of those things that would be, like, kind of funny, but also, eh. Okay, so it re-equips the items that they had equipped when you find their, chest. I mean, I don't explicitly need it, but it's one of those things that's funny enough, because I'm always joking, like, I should try and land another player, and I wasn't even trying that time. It just kind of happened. Though, it kind of makes me feel like a bad friend when I admit that I tried to land on people with my pod, because it's funny. Alright, we did that one. Boop. Alright, one of these rooms is not like the others. Did we do this one already? You know, they keep asking, and I keep having to, like, punch people in their stupid faces. So, for those of you that weren't there, Marshy took me, hell diving the other day. I personally play, like, level 2 missions when I play. Marshy took me to a level 8. It went about as well as could be expected, honestly. Better than I could have hoped, really. Because, good God, did I blow myself up a lot. Or wander into, I did wander into a minefield. That is, in fact, a thing that did happen. One of these rooms is not like the others. I might just look up a map here. I don't know which room's which. Blackbird, Chrono, Trigger. Well, that was not helpful. Map. Okay, so... Save point, air duct. Okay, so the room beside us is a gold. So I want room E. Okay, so northmost. Got it. Thanks, map. I'm going to the wrong place. Looking for my loot in all the wrong places and all that. So we're going to back up this way, right? And... so we're here. Okay, it's a room that I can only get into from the air ducts is kind of the issue. Apparently. I don't know. I don't recall, but that also sounds like a thing that would happen. Yep. There we go. Alright, and that's everyone's equipment. We have all our items. We have our gold. We are good to get out of here. How I get out of here is kind of the other question. But, hey, look, a robot. Now, my recollection is that we have to end up outside on the wing. And we run left on the wing. So... there we go. Hello, turret. Can I steal anything from these? Nope. We're omni-locked. I can't steal anything from them even if I want to. Ads in 2 minutes. Alright, we're just gonna run through this because I can't even steal from these guys anyway. So... oh no, we're gonna get blown off. What's going on? I think a massive magical energy reaction. Go on, take this. Miss. Miss does not confirm whether or not this golem has anything to steal. But I think that, like, we're at a point in the game where we can steal stuff like mega elixirs from enemies. Though, miss might also mean there's nothing to steal. That is not entirely off the table, right? Oh, there we go. Nothing but gratitude. So yeah, a miss. Okay, so a miss is just a miss. Attack. I mean, we're just auto-attacking at this point. Auto-attack to victory, guys. Robo punches for 1,300. Did you count to 0 and not actually do anything, ma'am? Well, that was a fight. Hey, 2,500 experience points, though. I'll never lose. You sure did. Mwahaha, I've done it. It's complete. See these beautiful wings? This is a throne truly fit for a king. I name it the Ariel Dalton Imperial. No. Those Metalstone interlopers should be her first victims. Ariel Dalton Imperial, prepare for takeoff. No, no, no. Stop the music. Ah, yes, there we go. Now then. Ariel Dalton Imperial, away! We are going to get ads in a few seconds here. Look. The Epoch. It can fly? Her name is not Epoch. It's Ariel Dalton Imperial. And you, I'm afraid, are excess baggage. Ha ha ha. Trying to make like the wind and blow you all away. Oh, and it's got laser cannons now. Waha, yes, squirm like the worms you are. Go, Epoch, now. It's all your fault. Chrono. Alright, ads. I will see you guys in 180 seconds. Alright, welcome back from ads. Give back Chrono. Because we can just jump onto a moving aircraft and not get blown off. You. Ice. Charm. Don't, you got anything good? Because your golem sure as shit didn't. Inverted. Strikes with opposing magic. Okay. Do you counter magic? Well, that did functionally 0 damage. Ambrosia. Well, it's better than nothing. You know, I was using those hit points. Heal. Attack. Attack. Get him, party. You counter with Iron Sphere? Go Golem Overlord? Oh, because I beat it. Because I defeated Golem Overlord, he can't summon it. Gasp, pant. Objective complete. Epoch, okay? More importantly, we need to determine the flight controls before we crash. Press B. Nope. Other B. Try A. Yeah, like we said, other B. Goodbye, Blackbird. Goodbye, everyone that was on the Blackbird. Welp. Hurrah! Justice! Dawn's been paid his due. Mercy, that ship can fly. I should have linked it to my CPU. Epoch happy. Epoch become bird. I believe this is what you refer to as blessing in the midst of disaster. It may not have been our intent, but we have gained the means to fly. Chrono. The Epoch returned to us unscathed. I am certain that Chrono will as well. Chrono strong. Chrono no die. Chrono's gotta be somewhere. I'll find him. I don't understand why we need to still be here. The group of life is happening. I fear there's no place for it in this desolate world. What should I do? Plant it with hope. Alright, I'll find a place to let it grow. Who knows? Maybe someday it'll be the key to revive this dead world of ours. The Sunstone of Zeo is shrine to Sunstone. Such stones are made by bathing darkened moonstones in the sun's rays. Our has the power to create a sunstone worth of any worth requires ages, though, or so I've heard. The villagers are slowly coming around as well. They simply need time to accept their fate. We'll all have to start again from scratch, and that's not something people want to concede. Alphador's here, though. Alright, so Magus. Is this where I recruit Magus now? Hello? So, it's you. Magus. Behold, all of it rests at the bottom of the sea. God is the magical kingdom of Zeo, and all the dreams and ambitions of its people. I lived there once, but I was another person then. What's this? A dimensional vortex? We're right then. The power is beyond human control. Oh no, we'll all be dragged into the rift. Shala. No, Janice, stay away. But... It's a time gate? No. Shala. Janice. What? What is this place? Hello? There's no one here. Is this the end of time? And then Magus or Janice defeats him because he's got magic, right? You're Janice, aren't you? I've lived only for the thought of slaying Lavos, ever since its rift in time's fabric stranded me in the Middle Ages. Just as I had summoned him to my castle, you arrived to interfere. To think I would be drawn through yet another portal, only to find myself returned to this age. Ironic, is it not? Speaking for the future, my knowledge of the past enabled me to convince the Queen that I was an oracle of no small power. And so again, I worked to draw the beast out. But no history book could have prepared me for what ensued. Unimaginable was the power of Lavos. Before him, all Earth's leaves cast to the bitter winds that howl about death's black wings. Stay this course, and your fate will be the same as that fool Chronos. If it weren't for you, Chrono, play with fire and you get burned. A lesson better learned sooner than later. The weak go quickly to their graves. How dare you? You wish to fight me? Yes. Very well then. But you shall not defeat me easily. You got anything good, Magus? What? A Mega Elixir? Thank God. I think I only one game over, but the game is beaten. Now I'm ready for the last. There you go. Good job, Shawnee. Hype, hype, hype. Confetti for you. You know, I've never actually beaten Final Fantasy VII Remake or otherwise. I do own, like, the original Steam version, so, like, I could play it at some point. Could you not do that, Magus? It does 7 damage, it's annoying. Well, that was a fight. If I die, Flog's curse will be undone. Should you wish to revive Chrono, seek Gaspar, the Guru of Time. Goodbye, Magus. Gala's amulet. This is the only time I've ever killed Magus, but I definitely am not going to use him for the final fight. What's that? The Epoch space-time compass has gone haywire. Hello, Black Omen. It's just a Star Destroyer, guys. Let's call it what it is. It's like it's calling us. It is enormous, and it can tremendous amount of mental energy. Isla no like Boat. Boat no like Isla. Look at the Epoch time-space monitor. There is activity in other ages as well. The space-time balance appears to be spinning off its axis. I do not understand. Think too much. Head go boom. What's happening to our world? Alright, so first things first. I need to travel through time. Hey, there's a map. I did not know there was a map. Nope. None of these are what I needed. That's still the map. Okay, so both bumpers are the map. There we go. End of time. There we go. Gaspar, 1 Chrono Trigger, please. Get off. Hey, Gaspar. Chrono's dead. Oh, where's that sprightly young man? I see. How terrible. This is what I can do for you, but let me honor him with a song. I call it Memories of Chrono. Knock it off, old man. We got time travel. Were there anything more I could do, I would, but I fear I can be of little aid. We're looking for the Guru of Time. The Guru of Time, you say? I know of him, but what business do you have you with the Guru of Time? We heard he knows a way to bring Chrono back. Ah, yes. To break death's hold over one you hold dear still. You're not the first to wish such a thing, nor will you be the last. Chronos be happy indeed, knowing such dear friends as you. I mean, he was always a pain, but now he's gone. Don't get any crazy ideas now. I just thought of him like a brother. Don't you need my brain power? No. Come on, frog. Alright, we outie. Hey. Here, take this with you. Egg? I'll eat. Okay, eat? That is the Chrono Trigger. A time egg. Should you wish to try and hatch it, the one who crafted your wings of time can tell you the way. But no, it may not necessarily hatch the results which you desire. The Chrono Trigger represents potential. Results require action. Thanks for the follow. We do anonymous follows. That way you can feel out the vibe, see if this is right for you, and if it isn't, an unfollow is also free and acceptable. And, you know, I won't hold it against you. No hard feelings or anything, right? Because not everyone is everyone else's cup of tea. As long as you keep Chrono in your heart and pursue what you speak, the results shall follow. But I can make no guarantees. I've read a hypothesis. Sir, are you Gaspar, the Guru of Time? Ah ha ha. Yes, I believe that is what they used to call me. But that was long, long ago. To the epoch. Take off. Alright, so we're going to 2300. Epoch, go! Keeper's Dome. The pendant begins to glow. Balthazar, I return. An item for Jamesy? A magic capsule for Jamesy? I mean, everyone's capped out on strength, right? Wog isn't. That was 10 chapters ago, but I can't wait to see her beat the game. I mean, it'll happen eventually, right? Hey, new. Balthazar, Death Peak harbors a power capable of restoring the slain to life. But the power to reverse death is not one easily invoked. The need must be great, and the person's existence is the utmost important. And what's more, you need a double, a doll identical to the person in every detail. And then, only then, will the power gain to hatch the time egg. A doppel-doll, that would do nicely. The magician Norstein Beckler can whip one up in the wink of an eye, if only he were here. Not heard of him, you say? Well, he loves festivals, find a fair, and there too you shall almost certainly find Beckler. Alright, so we gotta go back to 1000, play the Mimic minigame, and then come back here. I forgot that I needed the doll. To the present. Hello, Beckler. Welcome to the Northern Beckler's Tent of Horrors. The Spy Tickly show is about to start. So, you want a doppel doll Chrono. Normally I wouldn't give out another person's doll, but today I'll make an exception. 40 silver points. Use the doll even if you lose the game, but it will cost you. The longer you stay in the game, the lower my price will be. Maybe what you see. Alright, left arm, right arm, left. Surprise, I'm gonna forget that. Start when you hear the signal after I move. And action. Nope, I already lost. I'll take 60. I'll take 60,000 gil. Also, then the Doppeldown Chrono says. Okay, so I don't even have to be good at the minigame. They gave me an out if I reach this point of the game. Well, ain't that nice? I'm gonna do poorly. First action I got wrong. 0 out of 10, guys. You can't trust a squirrel. The pendant begins to glow. You know, you would think that we'd stop, like, locking these doors behind us. Hello, new. Death Peak harbors a power capable of restoring the slain life, but the power of reverse death is not one easily invoked. The need must be great, and the person's existence is the most important. There's more, you need a doll. A double. A doll identical to that person in every detail. Oh, I actually have to, I don't know why it didn't occur to me to bring it with me. Well, welcome to just me running back and forth for like the next 10 minutes, guys. Because, heaven forbid, they tell me where the doll is, and I actually go get it, right? Alright, let's try this again. Nope, land. Chrono's house. Hey, cat. Hey, mom. I'm gonna borrow this. Oh, hello. Is Chrono alright? Hey. The lad is the very picture of health. Well, I hope he's not causing you too much trouble. You tell him I said to behave himself, alright? Milady. Yes? We've needed this doll, but only for a time. Go right ahead, dear. You stay out of trouble now. We'll do our best, Mom. Hi, cat. Alright, let's try this again. Then he's gonna be like, oh, like, you did it wrong. Go do this other thing. And I'll be like, are you freaking kidding me, my dude? This is why we can't have nice things. Me. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Because my evenings get ever longer, and my nights become my afternoons. Alright, we're zooming. Let's try this again. Hey, we brought a doppel doll. Death Peak harbors a power capable of restoring the slain to life, but the power to reverse death is not one easily invoked. The need must be great, and the person's existence is of the utmost importance. And what's more, you'll need a double. Yeah, we brought it this time. Yes, that will do quite well. It seems the time has come to attempt Death Peak. The only chance of reviving your friend. I've implanted one final program. Truly, I mean it this time. It constructs memory banks. It will help guide you up the mountain. Please stand back. Why do I need to stand back for you to open a door? Executing program. Oh. Yeah, so, okay, so the new is not yeeting itself into the mountain here. So why? I guess because you're eating stuff off the mountain. The three entities you just saw will aid you on Death Peak. This ends my message. Now, I must ask you for a favor. This construct has reached the end of his final program. Please let him rest. The switch is on his stomach. Boop. Yes. Time no longer appears to flow for this construct. Goodbye, construct. Goodbye, new. Doo-doo. Death Peak. Hello, doll. Walk when the wind dies down and hide behind trees when it picks up strength. Apparently running into the side of the tree counts as behind for my purposes, so clearly the bar was set fairly low. Hello, eggs. Does this look familiar, guys? It's almost like we just did this sequence. But slightly different, because the final room of every dream dimension is a little different, you know? It'll use the same tile set, but... You know? This tile set should look oddly familiar to us, because I got lost and ran around in circles for several minutes. Alright, so that goes there. Okay, so that's where we're going. Hello, eggs. You can eat these eggs, Isla. Boop. Alright, and up. And around. More blood eggs and a ghost. Laser Spin. They're all going to be immune to dark damage, knowing my luck. Not immune, but it definitely didn't do as much damage as one would have hoped. Alright, and get him, Flog. Or Isla. Alright, uppies. Alright, so... Alright, hey, a save point already. The Time Egg. A treasure for Jamesy? A barrier ring for Jamesy. Alright, so... I feel like I'm missing something. Cave. Hello, baby Lavos. I like how you can attack his head or his shell here. Shell counter, Lavos spawn needles. So Lavos is just a giant alien porcupine is what I'm seeing. Cat attack. I don't know how many hit points the Lavos spawn actually has, though. I want to say that we fight more than one, though. Not at once, mind you. Yeah, 700 experience and an elixir. Not everything's horrible. Gigaton arm. The Gigaton arm. 135 attack. Not horrible. It's not great either. Alright, up and around. Why is it always ghosts? Well, Isla got a crit at least. Isla got a crit, and Robo's punch does as much as Isla's crit. So I'm curious, like, how much damage Robo's, like, crit does at this point. Alright, tech. Heal. Alright, and we zoom in. Treasures for Jamesy. A brave sword. A brave sword sounds like a frog thing. And some of the better items in the game are available in the Dream Dimension, so we might already have a brave sword. Hey, Robo got a level up. Alright, so we got a treasure chest. Alright, then we exit. There's the tab or whatever. Then we go back around through that and up that way. These guys again. Hello, blood yolks. Goodbye, blood yolk. Oh, right. We got a brave sword. Is that better for Frog, or is that already what he has? Demon Slayer. So brave sword adds another 8 attack, but Demon Slayer does double damage to magical beings. So I'll trade 8 attack for the potential of double damage if something's magical. Because a great many enemies in this game count as magical. Apparently the crit does 2,500 damage. You sapped me for 3. That's certainly something, sir. What trinket is Frog using? The Power Glove. Okay, the Power Crest is better, because it gives stam as well. Or we can crit with Mazamune. The Mazamune would be another, like 20 less attack power. I mean, the Power Scarf even gets us there, so. Alright, back down and around, and out. And, oops. And I got stuck on a tree. Up, up, up. A Blood Yolk, a Hadian Sickle. Well, we don't have Magus. Magus isn't here, guys. Attack, cat attack. Don't do that, Avos. Hey, a crit. Attack, attack, attack. Another crit. Frog, you just want to crit everyone, don't you? Frog don't need us. Alright, and victory. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this journey through all 13 endings, though. The footing here is icy and slick. Be careful. Fall and you'll have to start over. At least it's not that far of a fall. Alright, there is this blood egg here. And, okay, and the lava spawn doesn't respawn, so there is that. Okay. Oh, okay, so you can fall off both sides of it, guys. There is no barrier on the top part either. Hey, blood egg. Goodbye, blood egg. Probably heal. I like healing cost me one MP, and I just never do it. Alright, so let's try this again. Alright, so it's that one chunk where we curve back up that got me twice now. Goodbye, blood egg. Victory! Hello, blood eggs. That's a lot of blood egg. Alright. And we're through. How it goes, we are doing Death Peak, so we can get Chrono to do Dream Dimension. Push the shell, climb the shell. Got it. How are you, Abby? Welcome in. I hope everything's good for you and Goose. Though, I don't know how the Gurus would have known that there'd be a lava spawn here when they programmed the thing, right? So, this one seems a little, you know, iffy. Like, they could have known there would be lava spawns on this mountain, but they wouldn't have known one would be standing specifically here when we came, right? Because if you're all knowing of the future and time, you know, this ain't a thing. You're doing really good. I'm glad to hear it. Push. Push. Poppies. So what's new and exciting with you? I feel like I haven't made it into your streams in in a hot minute. Getting a snack? That's exciting. Well, okay, to be fair, it's not that I don't make it in. It's that I'll pull up your stream when I get home from work, and I just don't have the capacity to be sitting at my desk anymore. So I'll pull up the stream and then not say anything, and I won't even be here, you know? Like, I'm a viewer, but I'm not actively participating, and I'm not aware of what's going on, you know? I don't even put on my headphones. Like, I will just pull up the stream to be a viewer, And then I'll just go lay in bed and read, right? But, like, since I'm not there to engage, I don't even say hi or anything, right? It's not like when I'm at work some days where I say hi and then get pulled away to do this, that, or the other thing, right? I don't have the capacity to even be a viewer when I get home from work some days. Which feels bad, because I want to hang out with you guys, right? But, you know, that's kind of my methodology at this point, is even when I'm sitting at the desk, sometimes I'll just pull out the stream and not say anything because I don't have anything to say. This is it, the Summit of Death Peak. Frog, are you shirtless now? You who fear the night and stand against the darkness, lend us your strength. Oh, that was the egg on your torso, I guess. Chrono. The pet is reacting. It shattered. 'Twas folly to come here. All this and for naught. Please do not despair. We place too much hope in bringing Chrono back. Chrono, answer us. Oh, here we are. Just Isla move? Like stone statues, an unsettling sight. It appears that time has been suspended. We just need to exchange the Doppel for Chrono. Come on, Chrono, we're going on an adventure. What a relief, Sir Chrono. Thank goodness you are alright. I'd remain here no longer than we must. Let us be gone. Hurry, take Chrono. Hooray! We resurrected Chrono. Good of your return, Chrono. Oh, Sir Chrono, it is a relief to have you with us again. You should be thankful. You are blessed to be so loved by everyone. You lucky, lucky fool. Alright. For the epoch. Take off. Okay, so we need to do 2300 and 1000. Epoch, go. Yeah, that's exactly it, right, Abby? So, like, a lot of days, like, I'm around, but I'm finding I have less and less, like, mental capacity some days, right? So instead of hopping around like I want to do sometimes, like, what I've been doing is just hanging out in, like, 1 or 2 chats through the day and trying to be a bit more of an active participant in the chat instead of trying to hop around and keep track of everything that's going on across all the chats. So, like, even on days where I do have something to say or a thought or something, I'm finding it easier to just not be everywhere all the time, you know? Which, you know, watch streaks and channel points, that doesn't particularly help me, but if I'm only in one channel at a time, or possibly 2, I definitely know that I'm counting as a viewer and all that stuff for the metrics. So, you know, it's a bit of a trade-off, I think, that I'm not as active around everywhere. But I think that, you know, actually knowing where I'm counting for the metrics, especially for people pushing for affiliate still, But also being, like, just more engaged in the chat because I'm not hopping in and out to do this, that, and the other thing, right? Because, like, I've noticed that I have a tendency to, like, come in, say something, but I'll have, like, four tabs up or whatever, and you or whoever it is will respond to whatever I say. And then I won't even respond for like 5 minutes because I'm distracted doing something else, right? But I'll know what the answer is, right? It's not that I'm not involved in the chat or listening. It's that, like, I'll be actively participating in, like, a dialogue with someone else that's typing at me, you know? So, I don't know. I think that I need to figure out how I want to utilize Twitch for my viewing preferences. And, like, how I want to participate, like, just for my mental capacity. Yeah, a few days I just pull up 1 or 2 friends, and if I can't really be active watching, I might not say hi, or if I do, I'll say hi and just kind of, right? Like, or you know, you've noticed that some days I'll come in and be like, hey, I'm around if you need something, and then you won't hear from me for, like, an hour, you know? And most people just assume, like, off, like, making dinner or something, but it's just one of those days where I want to say hi. I want you to know that I've made it in because I haven't been by in a couple of weeks, but I ain't got anything to say, right? And Abby, I mentioned this in a couple of chats. This is just a hard time of year for me in general, and I think that's kind of the problem. And I don't know if you know this. My brother had an aneurysm. I've mentioned that before. And that occurred in late August. And October 13th would have been his birthday, right? So this entire, like, chunk of the year, the entire fall season, functionally, is just, like, a shit show for me. Yeah, well, it's seasonal, like, changes and stuff that affect a lot of people, right? But, like, you know, just to distract myself, I've been doing, like, bonus streams on, like, Tuesday and Wednesday even before I go to work, so I don't just kind of spiral. But Jurassic World comes out this week, so if I do a bonus stream this week, that's definitely what it's going to be, because dinosaurs. Rawr. Wow, this is literally the worst music this could be. Goodbye. Oh. More dinosaurs. But, you know, it does feel bad to just not be... It feels bad to know that I haven't been, particularly present, you know? Because, like, I know I like it when you guys come hang out, say hi, or, you know, just like, spend 5 minutes of your day with me, right? I appreciate that people make the effort to make me a part of their day. And I feel bad that I haven't been doing that for other people. But good God, let me tell you, I've been having so much fun playing Elite Dangerous lately with June. I don't know if you know much about Elite Dangerous, Abby, but a couple months ago, they gave us the ability to colonize our own star systems if they weren't claimed. And I claimed one, like, on day 1. Like, I was here spamming the servers when they came up after that patch. Because I picked out a star system that had, like, 7 planets. And none of the planets had, like, planetary rings or anything. So we can't do any mining in my system. But it's, like, right in the middle of habited space, right? So I built it up, and we had a guy, Comportunist, that was hanging out with us for a bit, who plays a lot of Elite, and he helped me build my initial space stations. And then I just kind of, like, ignored it, because I was like, I don't know what to do with this, right? And then June and I started playing again recently, and June and I, like, built 2 more space stations this week, and 2 ground-based platforms. And, like, the mining's fun, the trading's, you know, kind of neat. Because if you're carrying too much cargo, people will come hunt for you, because, you know, they want your cargo. But, like, what's neat about it is, like, the space stations their economy is based on what you build in the system. So, like, initially I built the initial space station and, like, a food farm, right? Because it makes sense to have an orbiting food farm for your colony. So, like, the space station has, like, a lot of food and, like, food and water and liquid oxygen and stuff, but not much else. So, like, the background simulation's always working, which is cool, right? Because the background simulation also simulates a real functioning economy. So, you know, if someone comes and sells, like, a bajillion tons of gold, you know, the price of gold in my system goes down, right? Security lock release code tomato. I picked it because, well, veggies are good for you. A tomato a day keeps the doctor away. That is not a thing. I think the cool thing about Elite Dangerous, though, is also, like, it's so often on sale for, like, $5. If someone wants to try it out, the barrier for entry is basically imaginary, right? Like, I was in June's chat with them the other day, and someone was like, oh, I really want to try this game, and I was like, it is literally $5. What is your Steam ID? I will gift it to you. Because more friends to play with, right? I swear to God, these robots are going to keep pushing me off this cliff. Eliminate the intruders. Yeah, this is what happened last time we were here. You've been playing a lot of Silk Song, though, recently. Silk Song and Kingdom Hearts, right? And Sunhaven. Yes, I loaded up my Sunhaven save. My 500 health says hello. Though, like, I also, like, went the route of fighting the final dragon because I got bored. It was a multiplayer save, right? So my cousins were doing all the other stuff, and I was like, well, like, we're so close. I'm curious if I can just fight the dragon, right? It is a lot of health. But, like, remember, you can just eat things infinitely with diminishing returns, right? So, it's not even that surprising. Because, you know, you just have to find something good to exploit, right? And by the time you're at endgame, you have functionally infinite money in that game. That's a lot of mana. Okay, so that's where we started. Alright, robot, go away. Not gonna push me off a cliff this time, guys. See, I did a puzzle. Security code tomato. Code confirmed. Security system disengaged. The security system in question is not these robots, mind you. These robots will still push you off a cliff. Go away, sir. It's also not these lasers, apparently. Go away, robots. Oh. Okay, so it was none of these. None of these lasers. I am confused. No! Security systems are disengaged. I was lied to. But I played Sunhaven a long time ago, right? So I wonder if there's, like, enough new stuff that I'm interested to go do a second playthrough, right? Because I don't know, like, I enjoyed my time with it, but National security lock. Observation program. Lock release command executed by unregistered administrator. Initiating containment lockdown. Administrator registration at East Wing required to disengage lockdown. The door has been activated. It appears we are trapped. What shall we do now? We must think of a way to escape. Can anyone hear us? Can anyone hear us? Leave it to us. Oh, I can't believe you. You can't do anything without me, can you? Oh, you've come. Thank you. There's a room to your east, which you can release its lock. Would you be so kind as look for it? Alright, just hold on a little bit longer. We'll get you out. Alright, to the east. How's school coming along, Abby? Oh, you're all done now? Hooray! Now's the fun part. Job hunting. We all love job hunting. I was talking to my parents the other day, because I went over to their house for, like, Thanksgiving, right? And I was joking. I was like, maybe if I just get fired, I just won't even find a new job. Like, I'm over it. And they're like, I don't think you're old enough to retire. And I was like, I mean, I could retire. I'll just be back in the workforce in 3 years. There's nothing stopping you from retiring whenever the hell you want. Hey, Robot. Okay, so that's back to the beginning, I think. Welcome to the guessing game. Okay. A magic capsule for James. I've been building up my portfolio recently. I really need to find a software position. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, uppies. Okay. That's the beginning again. Okay, so that leads me back to the beginning. Did this... Okay, that doesn't lead me anywhere. Okay. So the only one that has potential here is this. But there's that robot that we need to get past. Which apparently isn't that hard to get past. Hello, Moon. That is in fact a Yoshi. Confirm entrant identities. Unregistered entrants. Commencing extermination. How's your evening coming along? Enemies, don't do that. Ice. Thanks for paying your taxes. You know, I don't know how I feel about the defense boosted when attacked when we miss. That seems like an unfair counter. Hello, Lion. Thanks for paying your taxes. What's good this morning, guys? Well, afternoon for Moon. Tis in fact okay. How's your moaning? Wouldn't you like to know how my moaning is? And now we wait for Moon's reaction to that one. In actual answers, I restarted my computer and once again forgot to check to see if it unbound my microphone. So I don't have a microphone for the first 5 minutes of the stream. Just chilling? I recommend being warmer then. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 reply. But jokes aside, I'm glad that you guys are doing okay this morning. Or good in most cases, right? I am not looking forward to going to work this week. Not for any bad reason. But we have a new guy starting tomorrow, right? Which means since I'm training, my job is a lot of, like, sit around and, like, just observe what the new guy's doing. I mean, it wouldn't be a Twitch stream without a technical difficulty. I mean, I've been doing pretty good without technical difficulties lately. You know, no real problems, lots of imaginary one. Which is fairly typical, right? New guys. What's going on, Moon? Hello, Robot Golem. They probably gave the critters Halloween outfits if you're talking about the cafe. Oh, Bongo Cat. Yes, I have a Bongo Squirrel now. Yes, I did announce that Skippy is joining us on stream. It is in the Discord somewhere. Please don't cast Protect on yourself. I have things to be doing. Oh, and you're healed by ice. I should have paid attention to that the first time I did that. And you're healed by fire. Are you just healed by all magic? Have I done 0 damage so far? Yeah, he's immune to magic. Guys, this is why I can't have nice things. Cleave. I guess we're just doing regular attacks here. Yeah, so we have Bongo Squirrel here. It's the best use of $15 that I've had this month. And it gets a little hat. Because we love hats. Aura, Luca, Cleave. Doop. Yeah, and he taps when I type. Or click. So, when I'm playing with a controller, he doesn't really do anything. He just kind of vibes. Cleave. Item, high ether. Nope, that was the wrong person. It's fine. I don't really need the high ethers for anything. I think that most of us are doing relatively okay so far as things go. Combo Aura Blade because I want to heal everyone. Ads. Alright, I'll see you guys in 180 seconds. Boop. Welcome back from ads, guys. Okay, so we fished once here with my test fish. So that seems to work fine. I tried changing a setting, so I don't know if that'll fix it. So we'll see here. I must go lunch hunger calls valid. All right, thanks for being here, Marshy. I'll see you soon. Okay, self-destruct victory. Fatal error. Intruder elimination failed. Initiating system shutdown. Just like this, so, and done. Administrator restriction complete. Security lockdown disengaged. Alright, that ought to do it. The rest is out of our hands. Alright, now the lasers are off. Another route is open. Shall we take a look? We shall, because this is actually where we want to be. Don't turn around. Boop. Boop. And through. Turn around, please. And through. But I was also discussing that I might just remove the fishing minigame, Moon. So, you know, if that's the case, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of more brain power trying to fix it. Because it breaks a fair bit, and I honestly don't know what its deal is. But, you know, if nothing else, we'll keep it until the next charity stream, because that is how you guys get your entries for the free Steam keys, right? And, you know, we could just change the entries for the Steam keys to be a once a stream, 100 channel point redeem, even. And then we'll just spin a wheel or whatever. Like, that is absolutely a easy route to go. That requires basically zero programming from me. Because all it's going to do is, when you do the redeem, it's going to export your name to a notepad file, right? And I could even have it export with the date, so to make it even more fair, it's once a day, regardless if I stream twice or if stream crashes or anything. Because I can just sort by name and date and then see, you know, oh, you know, Moon, for whatever reason, made a mistake and did it multiple times this day, not a big deal. We just discard the extra entries, right? But, you know, fishing breaks a lot, and not a lot of people actually use it, so if we eliminate it, I don't have to try to troubleshoot it, and, you know, it's one less thing my computer's running while we're streaming, right? Alright, victory. We heal. And, you know, like, if people were still using it, that'd be one thing, right? But at best, it's like 2 or 3 fishes per stream, right? So, it's reaching a point where if people aren't really enjoying using it, you know, why keep trying to fix it? And, you know, maybe we'll bring it back later at another point if they deploy a patch that fixes all the bugs, right? That is also a thing, but, like, even with the patch notes for it, there's no indication that they're fixing the things that are breaking it. You know? So, and it's not anyone's fault that it's breaking, mind you. It's just how the app interacts with, you know, the Twitch API, right? Tackle, cat attack, slurp slash. Could you stop stealing my MP? I'm using that. Quit that. Boop. Could you not steal my MP? Please. Please, stop stealing my MP. Is your counter to steal my MP? Is that what I'm missing here? They counter by stealing MP. It's fine. Oh, and they're immune to lightning. It's fine. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Alright, don't do that. I'm using those hit points. And there's a really annoying noise. There's multiple reasons I don't want you to do that, game. Time stop! I really don't want that. Well, at least we got a crit. He can't have that many hit. 0. Wow. Heal. 97 hit points left. That's not good. That's not what we're looking for. Boulder toss, heal, rapid fire fist. All right, let's try this again, Robo. Okay, self-destruct. $2,400 with rapid fire fist. That's not bad. I don't hate that. Alright, and on to the second Robo Golem. I showed you, I don't got any MP. I could just let the game melee attack. That'd be really easy here. Oh no, you're gonna counter and steal my MP, but I'm just melee attacking, so it doesn't matter. Alright, maybe it matters on the basis of, like, my guys will die here. Though, that charge seems to just do, like, different amounts of damage, because that time it only did, like, 200. So, I honestly don't know. Hey, self-destruct. Victory! Hey, escape. Freedom. Alright. So, if I'm smart... Party. Luca. Inventory. Shelter. So we're at full HP and MP. Equipment. Marl. We take that Regal Gown, right? Bam. We take 1/3 the damage. If I were smart, man. Yeah, if I were smart, I would save and actually use a shelter on a save point. Imagine that, right? But here we are, where I'm constantly going to fights with, like, 4 hit points and no magic points. So clearly I am not, in fact, a smart man. I just work here. Strange, I feel like something's tugging me forward. I have to go. Yeah, we already selected a party that's valid, game. Who are you? Are you really me? I love it when my doppelganger pulls a gun on me. You think she's got anything good to steal? See, I remembered it before the fight was over this time. Alright, and we counter by stealing MP. I love that for me. Enemy has nothing to give but gratitude. And you still counter with stealing my MP, huh? Heckin' rude. Yeah, I get it. Every time I do something, you're gonna counter and steal my MP. It's fine. Fake Luca, you got anything good? A Nova armor? That's not horrible. Alright, attack. Heal Robo. Robo Rapid Fire Fist. Because that puts Robo at max hit points, which means he does, you know, as much damage as you can possibly do. 2,000. You know, if we can consistently do 2,000, this fight ends pretty quick, right? Oh. Alright, we should heal Luca next turn. 2,400 fake at Luca. So yeah, everything does fire damage, which I can only assume that they're immune to. Heal Luca. Rapid Fire Fists. Bruh, what's up, Moon? What? Stop stealing my MP, I'm using that. This game, y'all. Cat attack. Rapid Fire Fist. Just kind of shoot because you can. Oh yeah, stealing my magic points on counter? Bullshit, right? Though, it does stop me from doing infinite damage every turn, right? So it makes sense. Now, and they do heal for 1,000. Which is something I didn't realize last time. When we were doing this. So it makes sense, though, because it steals our MP to cast its healing spell, right? And that's how my mind looks at how it works, right? But, you know, Rapid Fire Fist does... Well, 0 that time, because my hit points end at 0 there, but... You know, Rapid Fire Fist does a amount of damage, right? And it's not a insignificant amount of damage. Don't do that! I need my hit points to end with a 9. This game, guys. Yeah, still 1,700. But, you know, Rapid Fire Fist generally does more than they heal, right? So we win this fight through attrition, because we have, if we needed it, 29 elixirs and 19 mega elixirs, right? Should we need it. We can also just cast fire. You know, if they're gonna steal my magic points, I may as well just use them. Alright, so they heal for 1,000, right? And then Robo comes in here. I see that. So then we heal Robo. Robo just comes in with a Rapid Fire Fist. And kapow, right? Alright, so they can't heal anymore. Or steal my MP for that matter. So the game just got a whole lot easier here. You know, Robo punches for 1,000 and Isla hits for 500, right? This is auto attack range. You know, when you get salty about the game, so you just turn on auto attack to victory, right? Now we just sit here and sip our coffee. Oh, we should probably heal here. Explosion is probably... Not all my hit points and damage, but it's a lot of hit points and damage. Alright, and then we turn on auto attack to victory again, right? Don't do that, fake Luca. Heckin' rude, if you ask me. And victory. Luca's light power, speed, magic, and stam improved. Alright, and then we party. We swap Chrono in for Luca, because Chrono's dungeon is the last one. Shelter. We go to Chrono's equipment. 135. Speed +2. Master's Crown. Boost damage, prevents status ailments. Prevents all status ailments. So Nova Armor is good because it prevents all status ailments, right? The rest of it is just kind of eh. Accuracy, strength, stam, magic. Boost crit rate, right? We would love to get more crits. Alright, and then to 1,000. But yeah, the counter steal is absolute bullshit, I agree. And then the third portal, such as it is right up here by Truce Village. And you can see it at the start of the game, actually. Right here outside Chrono's house. Alright, and portal. Get him, Robo. Get him, Isla. Well, 2 of my 3 characters can melee from over 1,000. And Chrono's here. And Chrono showed up. Alright, in any case, we can just fight these guys down here, or we can just run... No, we can't run around them. Unfortunate. I thought we could just run around them, because I didn't feel like it. I mean, that being said, they didn't even last a round of combat, so I guess my thought of I should run around them is kind of irrelevant. We avoid them. Alright, so we get pulled in the room. So there's an enemy that summons 4 of them. Yeah, 4 of them. Monk. Warrior. And the reason that you make sure you take out 1 of each here is because they have a team-up counter. But if there's only 1 of them, they don't counter. So, you know, you just take out 1 of each just to be sure. As demonstrated, my party just one-shots these guys anyway, but... You know, better safe than sorry, because Robo didn't one-shot there, right? Tech. Kiss. Robo. And away we go. And onward to the next room. This is the worst one. There's a lot of battles, and there's the random teleport squares, and I've never actually figured this room out. I'll be honest, I just kind of try and error until I get through. Lightning to reduce his defense to 0, and away we go. I like how he's casting fire on Isla for 0, though. Or lightning's lethal, and we don't have to do anything else with that. Well, we almost got it in 1. Now, what'd be funny is if I'm always trying to avoid it, and it's just like the entire line across is the spawn encounter squares, right? So if you walked left or right, you would get the encounter like 8 times or whatever. You know, there's not even a way to avoid it. There's just a way to encounter it multiple times. That'd be funny. For varying definitions of funny. This encounter, they just cut the bridge and you plummet to your death. Man, I should write video games. It'd be funny, at least. Hey, look, all I'm saying is the villains should take the path of least resistance. But they don't. So, whose fault is it that the heroes always win, right? Hey, guys. Alright, I can't sneak around them. It's fine. Don't do that. I'm using those hit points. So Robo will be doing 0 damage this turn. The hit points ends in a 0. We figured that part of the game out. So we heal Robo here. Then we heal Bird attacks. He just took his turn, so Robo will have max hit points at his turn. Get him, Robo. Victory! Alright, and that was a room. So what is the final room for this dungeon? Oh. Well, I guess we got one more, because this is just Truce Canyon 600 AD. Well, I'm glad that this was a room that I walked through. Sewers, huh? And the trick for the sewers is every one of these objects will make noise and summon a monster out of the water. Including the save point. Because it makes a little ringing noise when you interact with it. Alright, and we save. And it's time for the final room. I don't recall what the final room of this one is. I just remember that we do fight Dalton after. Oh, it's the volcano thing. Right. So my recollection is that we go up and around, drain the lava, and then come back to this ladder. My recollection is not always right, though. Treasures for Jamesy. A Master's Crown. Okay, boost damage, prevent status ailments. Good news, Isla. We got you a better hat. Oh, you can't wear that. Robo, we got you a better hat. Because you would like to do more damage on your randomly generated number damage, right? I still don't know what this enemy is. He's kind of ugly, if you ask me, though. 0 to 10. He's just like a giant fire mole rat with, like, 4 eyes. I really don't understand, like, what the deal there is. Okay. And through. So where do I drain the lava? Mind you, I've only ever done each of these dream dimensions once, right? So I'm just doing this to the best of my recollection. One hit and we self-destruct, huh? Sounds like me. You know, someone takes a jab at me and I'm just done. We're outie. Alright. 32, ends in 2. Tex. Heal. Heal beam costs 1 with the 75% reduction. Ain't that handy. Actually, I have a thought. Whenever they hit the Robo can counter. It'll be fun. Get out of here, rats. Well, I guess the rats aren't going to be a problem because, you know, 2 of them are already out of the fight. They do have more than 708 HP, though. For what that's worth. Get him, Robo. 2,000 damage consistently. Assuming we have max hit points. Assuming our hit points end at a 9. It doesn't even have to be max. So, you know, if an enemy does 100 damage, that still ends at a 9. We're still good to go, right? Get him, party. Get him with those melee attacks. Alright, well, these fights are getting pretty easy at this point of the game. Which they rightly should be. You know, we are level 70. Alright, and then we are around... Uppies. Purple aliens. Ladders. They don't make this easy sometimes. Nope, that's just a dead end. I see a treasure over there, and I see some aliens on that side. Alright, a strength capsule. This party definitely is strength capped. If I had to imagine. We do have a magic capsule, mind you. Strength capsule. Yeah, everyone's strength capped, so that ain't happening. I see those 3 aliens just vibing over there, though. 4 aliens. They might not be aliens, but that's definitely the vibe I get. Hey, we countered. Get them, party. They're gonna be, like, immune to dark damage. I guess that's lightning, actually. They were not immune to lightning. That was 2,500 damage each. Well, that was a fight. Glad we did that. An elixir. That's not so bad. And then this way. I mean, we certainly haven't gotten lost yet, so. Press the switch. Alright, and then... Hello, Red Cool. Get him, Isla. Alright, in any case, this should lead me back to the beginning, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly. I've been wrong about a great many things in my life. Tech. Heal beam. Yeah, this leads back to the beginning. So there's the rats. There's the ladder down. And then there's a cave. And then there's another button, which I believe opens the ladder in the other room. And then we go up, we avoid the rats again. And we follow this around to the other room. And we do all these encounters again, probably. Yep. I mean, I guess we skipped this one the first time. Oh, and some rats just come to see what's going on. There is, in fact, a Discord, should anyone wish to join it. Failing that, I also generally remember to copy and paste all the announcements to the website if they're not Discord specific, like a poll or something. And then you can get general stream announcements from the website if you don't want to join another Discord. The website also has things like all the chat commands and the instructions of the cafe minigame, and links to all the socials, such as they are. And yeah, those exist for anyone that would like access to such things in any case. All right. Yeah, so we got to do all these encounters again. Boop. Get 'em, party. There is also a stampeding squirrel emote. Alright, avoid. Alright, so down here. Treasure. So this is, yeah, I think this is the exit then. Yeah, because we just got enemies on this bridge, and then I'm reasonably certain we're done. Yep, 2 of them. There we go. See, I remembered a thing. Why we don't just run past and jump on the portal is kind of beyond me, though, you know? We in no way need to be here anymore. Yeah, here we are. You know, why are you still in this dungeon fighting enemies? I don't know, because the game says so. %, counter. You know, unless it's for 0 damage, there's still value in it, right? Freedom. Save. Alright, and this way. And Dalton. Wahaha, stay right where you are. You are... Dalton. Dalton did not die? It's been quite some time, hasn't it? Did I start you with my brilliant reappearance? Not even a little. Well, who asked you? What word for you, and I've been the ruler of an age all my own. You robbed me of everything I worked so hard for. My wealth, my home, my loyal underlings. You took it away. It's unforgivable. So come on. Have a taste of the suffering I've endured because of you. I mean, if he's gonna spam AoEs, Robo's gonna keep countering, so... At least there's that, right? I mean, we're 1 turn in, and we're like 4,000 damage in, too, so... Fool! Sir, I'm pretty sure you're getting the worst end of this fight. I mean, we can make sure he gets the worst end of this fight. You know, we countered for 800. Get him. Yeah, he's definitely not walking away from this, like, unscathed. Rapid fire fist from full hit points. Doot, doot. Kapow! Does Owen have anything worse? 5,400. Does Dalton have anything worth stealing? Nothing but gratitude. Wow. He's not even gracious. He's mad that I, like, defeated him and he couldn't be ruler. Dalton, sour grapes. So yeah, Rapid Fire Fist did 5,400 damage for anyone that was keeping score, though. 6,000 XP. I think that's enough for today, but don't you dare think this is settled. Just you wait, Chrono. Are the greatest army the world has ever seen in poor, and use it to wipe your pitiful kingdom off the map. Hehehe. Ah! Isla no lose. Farewell. Okay. Bye, Dalton? Is there, like, another bonus dungeon I don't know about? That's entirely possible. Okay, so this is where we go into the fight, right? And we haven't seen this one, because we didn't resurrect Chrono last time. So this one is new to us. What's wrong, Chrono? Is something calling you? Yeah, this is already a valid party game. You know, not Chrono. Chrono not do like that. Never do. Identity analysis complete. This is a different Chrono from the one we know. Hostility detected. You got anything good? Prism scale. Alright, rapid fire fist. Let's get it. Okay, so you attack Robo. Robo hits for 0. Robo misses. Alright, so fake Chrono has high evasion is what I'm seeing. We did punch for 0, which means we get countered. Thunderfall. Alright, so that's going to be Lightning 2. We counter. We heal. We cleave. We rapid fire fist. But, like, provided we're hitting, like, I don't see this fight being too much of an issue, right? Rapid fire fist. Kiss. Because we have access to 2 healers, right? So, like, none of this feels like a huge issue to me. Oh, sorry. The issue is our ability to hit them. Not how much damage we do, right? Tech. Cleave. That being said, techs do auto-hit, I believe. So, there is that route to go. And we can just spam techs, right? This boss doesn't steal our MP or anything, so... And you know, we do have the option of using a Mega Elixir for a full reset of hit points and MP. We heal. We cleave. We could Frenzy. Frenzy does count as 4 hits. But, like, for MP efficiency, you know, cleave is better. Because we're not in a rush to win this fight. You know, there's no soft and rage or anything here. Combo. Heal. I mean, we could Frenzy. We have no reason not to, I guess. You know, Chrono still got 54, MP, right? So Frenzy hits for 1200. We should probably heal Chrono this turn. Friend. Rude. Combo, heal. Chrono. Alright, so this is Luminaire. Lumiere. Ultima. That was Ultima. We heal beam to heal everyone. We frenzy. So Robo's heal beam heals everyone for half their full hit points. Wow, that had a very poor hit rate. So techs don't auto hit, for the record. That's what I just learned. Rapid fire fist. Cleave. Victory. Well, Robo carried. It's gonna be all the stats we already maxed out. Speed, strength, accuracy. Hello, Lumi. Thanks for contributing to the redeem. Speed, strength, accuracy. Eh. Thanks for paying your taxes. Enjoy TMT. Okay, so I've done all 3 dream dimensions. Now what do I do? Dream, Chrono, trigger, endings. Because I don't want a full guide. I just want a list of the conditions for this. In all 3 appears, talk to Gaspar, and then use a bucket to travel to Time's Eclipse. Okay. So, go to the end of time and talk to Gaspar now. How was Alan Wake 2? I popped in for a little, but, like, I didn't have a lot of time before stream, so I just kind of popped in, looked at the game, and the graphics look good. I had no idea what was going on when what I was looking at, though. For what that's worth. Hey, Gaspar, I did a bunch of things for you. We save. Have you, by chance, observed any odd distortion in time's fabric in recent days? Yes, we have. Dimensional vortices is connecting to a place with a civilization entirely different from our own. Indeed, then it is as I thought. What do you mean? As it were, the bucket here seemed a bit different as of late. It's still connected to the Lavos course, but there's more. A great power flows from it from some distant plane, far beyond the darkened borders of time's eclipse. Power similar to that of Lavos, but not entirely the same. A fearsome presence, to be sure, and yet I sense longing and loneliness there as well. And maybe there will be another terrible foe waiting in that place. If you mind to face it, by all means, go, but I cannot say I recommend it. Got it. I had to fix and reinstall it from yesterday. I had audio clipping issues, but it's good. I'm doing story mode, so combat won't be an issue. That's good. How long do you think it'll take you to beat it? You have 12 days if you want to beat it in Spooky Month. Where you go? Time's Eclipse. Alright. How bad is this fight going to be, guys? Alright, we have a portal to bail on this. Good morning, Levy. What is this place? Hello, Magus. We already murdered you once today. Well, that's a 12, because I normally stream weekends. Might get a night stream. There you go. Here, Lavos is no more. This is the future in which we've defeated him. Didn't I already murder you once? Whether that is the future of the world from which you've come, I do not know. There are as many worlds as there are potentialities. A new foe has arisen here, in this endless expanse that is time's eclipse. It feeds upon thoughts, dreams, and memories. Do not think to meddle here. This enemy is my affair. Alright. A new enemy waits beyond. What will you do? Fight. Fight, fight, fight. But there's like 19 chapters. They aren't long though. I think, okay, that's not bad. You probably complete it by like the 28th or so. Oh, if you're only streaming weekends, maybe not finish it this month, but I don't know. If you manage to do like what, call it 2.5 chapters today, like, I mean, I guess this weekend takes you to like 26. If you just stream a bit longer than you normally do, you could probably make it through 9 chapters. Grr, I am not finished with you yet. Okay, so Shala is floated in a bubble above Lavos. Magus. I believe I told you not to interfere. Let all that once was fade into oblivion. I welcome the end of existence. No, Shala, free yourself from its spell. Please, you must open your eyes. Oh no! Bye, Magus. Isla no lose. Offensive power incalculable. We're in extreme danger. Embrace your destruction. It is inevitable. Alright, Devourer's Dreams. Okay. So, we heal Robo. Robo with Rapid Fire Fists. Alright, there is only one target here. I can't target Shala. Good news, Moon. Another enemy that steals all my MP. Interesting. The puzzle should take the longest, not looking to get all the collectibles. Well, if you wanted all the collectibles, you can always come back another time and do that, right? You know, if that's your thing. If you're just trying to complete it within the month, you know. Stop. Well, that's rude. Good thing I'm immune to that. So, the strategy here is going to be to have Robo and Chrono do the damage, and Isla heal. Because if Isla never attacks him, she'll never get counted and lose her MP. Next tutorial will just be Control plus DLC and Illinois Tune DLC. I didn't realize Control would take so long. Well, now you know, right? I think there's a lot of things that happen with streaming that we don't realize are going to happen. And, you know, we just gotta do our best, right? Now, Robo could attack here, but he'll do 0 damage. So there's no reason to even queue with this attack. We just wait for Isla. We heal, then we attack. Wah! Miss. Oh, fun, this boss. Yeah, this is our last ending. And then we will... I was using that character, game. I actually do need that character, game, so, I'm gonna do a thing, and you're gonna let it happen. Oh, we'll just make Elixir. It's literally the final boss. I'm using those hit points. Don't do that. Yeah, I'm not thrilled with the he takes all your magic points every time you hit him, though. Well, I'm glad we rapid fire fisted and missed. But welcome in, Misa. Sounds like Gigas. You know, I don't think that I ever actually beat Earthbound. Like, in my life. Well, also didn't feel well the first stream of Control. The flashing lights and sounds made me nauseous, which is why I don't normally do horror. Valid. Have you ever played Chrono Cross? I bought it. And, like, the community seems split on whether or not Chrono Cross is even worth playing. So, like, if it's not... You played all 3? Okay, what's the third one? heal Isla, because that's the only person that needs hit points right now. This is going to be the worst strategy ever, but, like, he can't heal MP if Isla never hits him. As long as you don't compare it to Chrono Trigger, it's fine. Okay. The video novel that got remastered included with the cross remaster. Okay. Now, if I don't play the visual novel or whatever, am I going to miss anything story-wise that I need to know? I do like visual novels, though. So, like, that's an easy thing for me to do. I don't think I bought the remaster, though. I think I just bought the regular. Nope, I screwed up. He didn't counter her. Nice alt story, despite the semi-retcon. Okay. Please don't do that, Lavos. I need to heal. Heal. $1,900 damage. So your defenses are reduced right now for some reason, huh? Kiss. Oh, good lord. Please don't do that. It got retcon and cross as an alternate time. I mean, that makes sense, though. Like, you know, that's how time travel works. There's a lot of alternate timeline, right? So that doesn't bother me so much. Rapid Fire Fist will do 5,000 again, guys. We got a good handle on this at this point. Now, how many hit points Lavos has here, I couldn't tell you. Adds in 2 minutes. Gross. Wow, you definitely biffed that. Like, the animation even got stuck. Originally, they were descendants of the original cast, yes? Heal. Counter for 1,500. So where's this heal get me? Smooch. Did you just eat her? That's rude. Rapid Fire Fist. Adds in a minute. Anything worth charming? Can I charm? I wouldn't be surprised, but also, like, why would I? But I know in Final Fantasy VI you can charm a Ragnarok from the final boss for whatever reason. Nothing. But, like, especially because this is New Game Plus, like, I wouldn't have been surprised if they included something, right? Heal Beam. Nope, that's not Heal Beam. Heal Beam should heal for around 500, so that should be fine. Cat Attack adds in about 20 seconds. So we're not going to beat the fight before the ads. Yeah, I will pause during the ads, for sure, for this. So, the ads are gonna... That is an unpleasant sound for me to pause on. The ads haven't started quite yet. Devastating Magical Attack. I'm using those hit points. Thanks for the follow. Anonymous follows. You know, that way you can feel out the vibe, see if this is right for you. And if it isn't, you know, no hard feelings if you decide that you don't want to follow anymore, right? Okay, so there's my full reset. We're just gonna pause here. The ads should be rolling in any second here. Barrier change. There's the ads. All right, I will see you guys in 180 seconds. All right. Welcome back from ads, guys. If anyone did sit through the ads, please tell me what ads you got so I know what they're trying to sell you. And I can sell myself better to you. Or something. Okay, heal. Rapid Fire Fist. At least he's not stealing all my magic points anymore. Death Laser. No, Shala! Ah. Lavos is getting closer. Just a second. I am my own mod. It was YouTube, probably a dildo ad. Thank goodness for Twitch, though, huh? I mean, yeah. I've never gotten such an ad on YouTube, but, you know, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. Shala. Hello, Shala. It is no doubt but a matter of time before lava consumes the whole of my awareness. It was I, after all, who wished it. Wished from the depths of my sadness and despair that all that was would be erased. The strength you wield now cannot free me. No, perhaps it's better said that no strength can. So long as you lean upon the crutch of power, this world's sorrow can know no true end. Return to your own time now. Dwell not on this. Goodbye, Shala. Shala. Janice. Thank you. But I am the girl I was no more. Live and be strong. But Shala. Farewell. Shala. Okay, so we didn't actually defeat fake Lavos? Shala just banishes us? Sister dump. Feels that way, Misa. So you mean to say that no matter how hard I strive, no matter how strong I grow, there is nothing I might do to save you? What purpose, then, does existence serve? If this is the way to be the way of things, then let me abandon all that was and fade away as well. Could part of me somehow even remain, then perhaps that would be the birth of something new. Something with greater meaning than all this. What is this place? Ugh. Who am I? What's happened? I don't remember anything. There was something I needed to do. Something I needed to find. Don't worry. In another reality, Shala is a Draenei fire mage, currently trick-or-treating. I mean, is that your World of Warcraft character? I must find another way to remember. I will. Alright. That is all 13 endings. And we attained Dream Seeker. Alright, so what is Dream Seeker? Please elaborate, game. I have sword. Does this save at the credit sequence? I don't know why I didn't assume it saved at the credit sequence. There's literally no reason for me to have assumed that it would be anything different. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's roll the credits again, guys. Welp! Alright, yes, save game. Overwrite. Okay. I just want to know what Dream Seeker is. And apparently I gotta start a new game plus to find out. Presumably it's a sword. You know, I assume that the item that we get is for our main character. Though, it could also be a Magus weapon, because, like, that bonus boss is kind of Magus-centric story-wise, right? Our VTuber is partially inspired by Shala, as well as Lunar, Grandia, Hoyoverse. A bit wary on how big my artist made my boobs, so I might have them shrunk a bit. Well, the important part is that you're happy with your VTube model, right? Chrono, are you still sleeping? This little guy, is my PNG tuber. When I need one. Come on, sleepyhead, it's time to get up. Dear me, I'd forgotten how beautiful Lean's bell sound. You must be so excited about the Millennium Fair that you couldn't sleep last night, could you? Well, you better not let that giddiness get you in any trouble. I want you to behave yourself today. Come on now. Out of bed with you. I just want to know what Dream Seeker is. Well, happy belated birthday. Dream Seeker. 240 attack with a 90% crit? Assuming I had the Yaksha blade equipped. That's almost double. Well, now I need to go hit something with my sword. Goodbye, Mom. Yeah, Luca. Okay. So, here's the deal, guys. Dream Seeker in tow, right? And boy, do I have horrible ideas of what I should be doing in a video game. So, I got it before I did too many endings. Well, I did them in numerical order because I make bad life choices. So, boost crit rate, right? So, if I have Dragon's Tear, and at that, do I have 100% crit? Hey, Morrow. I'm just committing crimes here, guys. Don't worry about it. Now, if I made poor life choices... Oh, and boy, do I make poor life choices. Hey, Morrow, I got you something. Oh, your name. Well. Good job, Princess Nadia. You are very bad at being in disguise. There is no further thoughts on this plan. Nadia, and you're Chrono. What a nice name. Well, pleased to meet you, Chrono. Come on, let's enjoy the fair. Alright, so what conditions do I have to meet for, You're such a pig. Well, this guy's gonna vote against us. Everyone's gonna vote against us this time. Good thing we're not doing a full playthrough. Does anyone know what conditions I have to meet before we can actually just go to the machine, though? Now I'm curious, is with Dreamseeker, can I have Chrono solo Lavos? It is certainly a idea of what I should be doing with my time and effort, right? Good try. Yeah, I just don't know what conditions I need to meet for Luca to be like, hey, come do this thing, right? I think the odds are fairly low, but they're not zero. So I just play mini games until they tell me that they're ready, I guess, huh? Man, I'm bad at this. Wow, I give up. Can we gamble on racing? I want to bet on the cat. Talk to the shopkeeper. Oh. Robot with a mic is a vibe. Yeah, but her name's Gatto and she has metal joints. If you beat her up, you gain 15 silver points. You know, just doing all the things to make people vote against me. But yes, her name is Gatto and she has metal joints. And if you beat her up, you'll gain 15 silver points. You can give Artemis a microphone. I don't know why you're thanking me. Hey, I want you to take Nadia on an adventure. I just want to go fight Lavos, Luca. I got things to do. I ain't got anything to be doing, to be fair. We're pretending I have things to do. I mean, if I guess I don't even have to wait for her to get kidnapped. I can just go, huh? Look at this. Not only do I go back in time to fight Lavos, but Princess Nadia doesn't even get kidnapped. I'm really the hero of this story at this point. Alright, how much damage does this do? Interesting. Alright, so that does about twice as much as regular attacks. So this should do about as much as a crit. About 1,300. So yeah, at this point, with a 90% crit, I may as well just auto attack. I don't gain anything from doing it otherwise. Alright, thanks for being here, Misa. Good luck with your things to do. I will be starting Chrono Cross next week. At 11 Eastern. Yeah, we do JRPGs on Sundays, so. But it was nice meeting you. And I will pop into your stream sometime and see what you're up to. You know, I have done 0 manual shoutouts this stream. You know that, guys? So here is everyone that doesn't get an auto shoutout. I know. Marshy. Lumi. And Opal and Sean. And that's everyone Yusuf. Alright, that's everyone I can think of that stopped. Oh, and Rika. So that's everyone I can think of that stopped by today that doesn't get an auto shout out. But once again, guys, our follow is free. Just check out all these different creators. And honestly, if someone isn't your vibe or you don't like their selection of games, like, you know, that's okay, right? Not every streamer on Twitch is going to be for you. You know, but, you know, it never hurts to follow more people and see what they're up to, right? Could you stop that, Lavos? I'm using those hit points. Lavos is a dick. I mean, this is going about as well as I could have imagined. Ether. Mid potion. I mean, I could just use Mega Elixirs anytime I need to heal at this point, because once again, this is a one boss run. Hello, Lavos. I've come to barter. You know, you do a lot of damage here, Lavos. You do a lot of damage, and I don't have a real answer. Nah, get out. Pretty much. Lumiere. None of that, Lavos. I heard you don't like having arms. I'm using those hit points. It's kind of rude if you ask me. So, that is a full, like, 66% of my magic points, just spamming this. What I should have done is use the gold earring to reduce my MP drain from doing all this stuff. Disable status ailment immunity. I was using that status ailment immunity. Get him, Chrono. Ooh, stop is bad here. I mean, I think the thing about using the auto battle to speed things up is a lot easier when you only have one character because you're only paying attention to one bar, right? All right, you do that. I do this. Yeah, I'm already not immune. All right, and then we just auto attack to victory at this point. You know, he spams Dark Will. That hits me for like 15. You know, but I'm confused. I either hit me or him, right? I am poisoned, so we do gotta watch those hit points. We're below half. We use high potion. That is almost all my hit points. Hey, an elixir. We took a full reset. And I guess with only one character, an elixir and a mega elixir have the exact same effect for you. You know, it makes no difference which of them you use. They're both a full reset for you at that point. Oh, we're confused again. Item, high potion. Planes of War. I think the only thing to be aware of is we can't one-shot the right pod. Because it generally takes us two attacks to do so. So, we are going to lose our status immunity on the Lavos cores. Just like we lost it to the arm here. Oh, we're confused again. Okay, Umbral Embrace, so we heal after that. And then we auto attack. Auto attack to victory. Oh, we got a heal. We're at like 400. This is doable if you want to burn through a lot of items, is what I'm seeing. Like, a lot of items. It's kind of a neat challenge, though, but we are, like, level 70, so... So, if we do 30 damage in attack, you know, on average, or 1,000 damage in attack, it is 30 attacks to that left pod to defeat it. But then we also have to defeat the other pods to gain access to attack it, right? Hello, Lavos Core. I know how Chrono has not a damn thing to say about this when he's by himself, whereas all your allies have so many things to say about this. Frenzy. Is Frenzy enough to take it out in one turn? 2,400. Okay, so Frenzy can one-shot it. Yeah, you're gonna steal my MP, I get it. Okay, lowers his defenses. I need to heal before I do anything, though. You know, I'm gonna spend a lot of time healing this battle. Alright, so you've already resurrected the pod, but your defenses are still down. We Frenzy, so it can't remove my status immunity. You Dream Reaver. How bad is this for me? 119. Okay, I can live with 119. Frenzy. Okay, so this does 2,400. 2,400 times 4 is 9,600. Yeah, so 16. Um, 14. So 13 frenzies does win the fight. For what that's worth. Defense restored. Okay, you lower your defense, I frenzy. And we just have to watch the timing to make sure that other pod, when it gets resurrected, cannot remove my status immunity. Because if we get put to sleep or something, we lose the fight. Okay, so that's 3. And there's a little leeway on the 13. Keyword is a little, because, you know, it does slightly over 600. But I don't think that the bonus, like, carryover amount is enough to, you know, place us at 12. Okay, slow. Frenzy. Remove that pod from the fight. Goodbye. Oh. Well, that was a melee attack on... I mean... It's not worth it to attack it. Using those hit points. I don't know if I even have enough MP for a frenzy. Okay, this is my last frenzy before I have to use an elixir. So that should be 4. I believe 4. We use an elixir this turn anyway. We have 29 elixirs, so even as this battle takes a while, we do win it with these conditions. Alright, resurrect the pod. Frenzy. That's 5, I think. So this makes 6. That has my HP, so we gotta heal next turn. Because we'll be at 316. Oh, bad timing. That's unfortunate. I mean, anytime I want to heal, I may as well just use an elixir. Because it'll restore MP, which means that I don't have to spend a turn using one just to heal. And yeah, I'm not taking a turn to heal and use heal and restore MP. You know, those are done at the same time. So I missed that. Unpause this to take my action. But yeah, running the battle sped up just to get through to my turn definitely is a strategy. Grandstone. Okay, defense is restored. We elixir on his next turn. It'll lower his defenses to restore the core. I need hit points. I can't afford to attack if he's going to do that twice in a row. Tech, Frenzy. And yeah, as long as I keep this pod out of the fight, he can't confuse me or put me to sleep, so... And, you know, I'm gambling by speeding up the battle like this, but... You know. Alright, defense is restored. Grandstone, we heal. Core lowers its defenses. Temporal shift. Tech, Frenzy. We should be close by this point. Like, should be just 1 or 2 more at this point. Slow, I'm still immune. But yeah, as long as you keep the right pod down, which removes your status immunity, as long as you have Vigilant Crowns, Master Crowns, or Nova Armor, this fight is largely trivialized, right? Especially when you have 3 characters, you can afford to have a dedicated healer, right? That's me not paying attention to my timers. Alright, we heal. Your defenses are down. I'm at full MP. We Frenzy. This should be the last cycle, I believe. Well, not if I just auto-attack the fake core or whatever. Alright, I think that we just, you know, make sure that we actually get the attacks in on that left-hand core. I call it left even though it's on our right because it's on Lavos' left, right? And when you're using your arrows to select, when you select left, it'll actually target that one when all three are up. Which is mildly interesting in a programming sense, right? And victory. So yes, we can, with the Dreamseeker, beat Lavos with just Chrono. If we want to burn through a whole mess of elixirs. And we could probably do it without a whole mess of elixirs if we played more carefully. But this is how I play the game, apparently. Thanks for twerking, Vinny. I mean, and we've already seen this ending, so. Where is my outro screen? So thanks for coming today, guys, and thanks for humoring me while I went, well, now that I've got the best weapon for Chrono, can I beat the game with just Chrono? Kind of idea. Because yes, the answer is you can, if you want to be burning through elixirs, which feels like it's kind of irrelevant because of the one boss run anyways. But that is a way to get the Dream Team ending. So we'll be back on tomorrow for Mass Effect, and then I still haven't talked to Buttercar about Factorial Thursday, hopefully. If not, we'll play a variety game. Co-working Friday morning, with Variety Stream after. So if you need help with your OBS or streamer bot, or just want my thoughts on whatever for your stream, that is the best time to ask me for it. Follow up with 4th Crowd Control on Saturday. We will be returning to Nuka World, and Digimon in the evening there. And then Chrono Cross on the Sunday. So let me just update that now while we're talking about it live so I don't forget. But yeah, we have completed all 13 endings to Chrono Trigger, which is everything that there is to be doing here. Which is exciting, right? Because this is, I mean, the second playthrough took the longest, and then we just used that save to do all the or the third playthrough took the longest. We did Reunion the first time, right? But, you know, once we got there, you know, everything was pretty okay so far as those things go. So, exciting. I don't know how many endings Chrono Cross has or those things. I don't know if we will be able to 100% that, but we can certainly try. And yeah, Jurassic World does come out on Tuesday, so possibly if we do a bonus stream on Tuesday morning, we'll just be doing Dinosaur Theme Park. But yeah, let us find someone to raid today while I yammer at you. There is in fact a Discord that was just linked a few minutes ago. If anyone wishes to keep up with what's going on outside of stream, just communicate with me about this, that, or the other thing, plan a collab or anything. That is the best place to get a hold of me. And yeah, let us find somewhere to be. Vader Dad is playing... Well, Vader Dad is playing Arc Raiders, but they're on a BRB. Rika is playing Hearthstone before work. She's been live for 3 hours, so I don't know how long she has before she's gonna bail. Warframe, Alan Wake 2, Dune Awakening, Resident Evil Dead Aim, Just Chatting, Art, Cyberpunk, Elite Dangerous, Hades, Minecraft, just retro. I don't even know what you're playing. I mean, retro is a very broad category, but like, please guys, if you ever do retro, please tell me in the stream title what we're playing. Because I often just don't know, you know? And it don't make it easy for little Jamesy to understand what's going on. Because I am often confusion. Asterium's playing Pokemon, but that just came out, so people that don't want spoilers don't want to be there. Um, yeah, it's not giving me a lot of choices really in the recommended right now. So I'm gonna send you guys over to Faye, who's allegedly doing ASMR. Maybe karaoke. I don't know. That's a fairly good one to go to. Faye is a sweet little bean, bird, VTuber. British. I mean, yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow for the Mass Effect. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being good little beans and hanging out with me. Make sure you have a snack, have a drink, and I will see you guys on Monday for Mass Effect.
On the little chipmunk, wandering along, was struck down by a fierce wind scarlet the song, where from thee the onflow, a little woodland creature hidden among trees, his sparkling eyes are glitter. After the chipmunk, their evil long pursued, scurry did he, stumbling among the tree, that out of river down. Out jumped Squirrel, screeching his battle cry, fierce woodland beast toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest, toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest, at the edge of the world, in those